Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
It's exactly 6:20 in Barbados. Good morning if you're just waking up and now joining us. We are still very happy to have you in company, and you're just in time for us to get into our conversation on keratoconus. It's a condition of the eyes, and we have Roseanne Myers here with you. She is the founder of the organization Keratoconus Barbados. She can definitely tell you a whole lot more about it, just in case you're thinking, what's that? But also joining her this morning at the table, we have Simon, and let me make sure I get all the information right. He is Simon Proverbs, and he is a well-known Barbadian golfer. So, you know, if you are playing golf, you must know this name. And he, too, was very much a part of the big weekend, the tournament, and also. Good morning to you both.
Thank you.
Great
Thank
to
you.
have you
Good
here.
morning.
So, Roseanne, first of all, let's give a quick
Yes.
intro of keratoconus, what
Right.
it is, and what the organization is about.
Keratoconus is a condition of the cornea where the cornea, rather than being nice and smooth, becomes pointed over time. It is a progressive condition. It causes blurriness, sensitivity to light, and generally impaired vision. You can get to the point where you lose your sight, but it is considered preventable blindness because there are treatments, and at the worst case, you can get a corneal transplant, which we try to avoid. There are other things that you can do, but keratoconus is a condition that is prevalent here in Barbados. We believe we are now trying to find out how much so.
So there is still that invitation for persons to come and reach out to the organization.
And I have to say thank you because ever since we left here last Thursday on World Sight Day, my phone has just been going
Good stuff.
with
There you
people
go.
coming on to Facebook. I've had it since I was 14. I'm struggling with this. I didn't know anybody else had this thing. You know, so we're seeing that the outreach is there, and we're seeing the frustration from people who they've had it for a long time. They've never shared. They've never shared that it is as it causes as much dislocation as it does.
I think that one of the things that amazed me was how many young people
Yes.
in Barbados have it, and there's no real understanding of what really causes it. There's
right.
some thoughts on it, but they're still not sure. But a lot of younger children as
Younger
well.
children,
are
6-year-olds,
presenting with it.
9-year-olds. Most of us were diagnosed between, I would say, 19 and 21. Teens and preteens are now showing up with the condition. So we have, at a number of the secondary schools, we have 12-year-old, 14-year-old, 16-year-olds with the condition.
Wow.
So it is urgent that we not see it as rare and therefore to be ignored.
Exactly.
If 100 children have it, it is 100 too many. And that is our purpose, really, to make sure that people understand the condition, talk about the condition, are able to pronounce keratoconus.
Yes. That's a big deal, you know.
Keratoconus. And it was lovely to hear me talk about the golf tournament. And I said, can anybody pronounce keratoconus? And all 72 golfers plus, most of them said keratoconus.
Nice.
So the
Yes.
message is getting out there.
This is good. Okay, well, the weekend you had
Yes.
was about the golf tournament, and it's your effort to raise funds so you can continue the awareness building.
Yes.
So lead us into that, and Simon, we want to hear from you too about the action over the weekend.
Well, we really have to hear from Simon because Simon, as a top golfer, was playing with a top blind golfer for the
Yes.
first time.
How does that work? Explain that to
Let
me.
Simon explain
Yes.
it to you.
So I was able to play with Andy Guilford. He's #1 ranked European blind golfer currently. So it was amazing to play with him.
Yeah.
It was really inspiring.
He was here last Thursday as well.
Yes, correct. So his wife and guide lines him up for every shot. So she gets behind him, make sure he's lined up down the fairway. Every putt lines him up.
No, I
So-
can't let this go. Now,
Yeah.
you see the thing about behind every great man, there is a great woman. Anyway,
Yes.
There you go. Yeah, exactly.
Nice,
exactly.
Cassandra.
No, it was really great to see in the bond that they have between
Nice.
each other, working together on the golf course. And obviously, we talked through every hole with him, letting him know where the danger was, kind of the area he needed to hit it, and Mel, his guide and wife, then lined him up, and off he went. It really was great to play with him.
But I'm trying to picture it in my mind. Was Andrew, was he, blind from birth, or did he
Andrew
lose
was
his
blind
sight?
from birth with a rare condition, which I think he shares in his family.
Right.
But so he's a B2 blind golfer.
Okay.
B1 blindness, and I learned all of this at a lovely dinner we had, where Carrie-Ann Eiffel was saying she's total blind, she's B1. Total blind, they don't even see light. The B2 golfers are just a step above, so they don't see features or anything. They certainly can't see the ball.
Yeah.
And therefore, you're playing with technique, and you're playing dependent on your guide.
Yeah.
These guys have some phenomenal stories of walking into the pond with the water because they didn't know it was there, and all the little, so they've seen it. There's so much fun associated with how they have embraced their blindness.
Yeah.
What was very interesting and what we did to raise awareness, all the golfers had to be blindfolded at hole number 2.
Yeah.
So I don't know how Simon fared.
Yeah, that gave me a whole new appreciation for what Andy does.
Is this you we're looking at with the blindfold? I think so.
No, that's
No, who's this one?
No, we have several. That's
Okay.
actually Simone Harris from iFocus.
Okay. The
So
blindfold
all
and
of them,
cap was
everybody
on.
Yes,
has, everybody
exactly,
has
yeah.
to do it.
Okay.
Everybody.
Everybody.
Yep.
So you played your normal shot at hole number 2, and then you were competing for a prize for the
Right.
closest to pin, which Alison Rimple actually won. A woman won that one.
Nice.
But when you're blindfolded, then the world changes.
How did it change for you as a pro golfer? I mean, and then that one sense is taken away.
It was unbelievable. As I said, it really gave me a new appreciation for what Andy did. I almost felt like I couldn't even take the golf club back, not being able to see what I was doing.
All right,
And
we're
even-
gonna just stick a pin
Yes.
there.
Yeah.
And because I have questions. Okay, so we're just going to take a quick break and then we'll be back.
Anyhow, but we want to talk about
Yes,
the weekend.
Simon
Peter
was
has
sorry.
Peter has questions.
Simon was telling us about when he got blindfolded, and I asked him in the break, did his other senses kick in? Grammar, Peter. And you said
No, they didn't. I think maybe over time they will kick in, but that first time being blindfolded, it's almost like everything shut down.
wow.
Yeah.
Panic.
Panic,
and
yeah.
people were cheating.
Well, you could
Peeking.
see, I could
Peeking, yeah.
see people
Peeking, yes.
peeking, and I could see people trying to get their orientation, and I could also see people swinging and digging out real dirt and grass
Because they
when
couldn't
they
see.
swung. But at the end of the day, it brought the message home forcefully.
Right.
Your sight is so very important, and if you're visual impaired, this is really the
Their
disadvantage
reality.
that you have, and then you have to try and compensate for it
Yeah.
forcefully. So I say the day was a resounding success from the perspective that we certainly, everybody knows in that golf club and in that tournament, 72 players, 19 teams actually, I said 18, there were 19 teams, there were 76 players.
Wow.
When I got to the golf club in the morning, and I was early, there was no parking space.
Amazing.
That's
I
good.
was just so pleased, and we had some fantastic banners. I saw people actually at the banner reading what is keratoconus, looking at the difference with the eye, and our snow cone introduction, the KC snow cones, is a big hit.
I like that, by the way. That's
It was
novel.
a big hit.
It was
They
great.
came off. You could get any liquor. I'm not a big fan. I don't drink at all, but I know that there's certain of people that like alcohol. Any liquor that you wanted
In your snow
in
cone.
your snow cone. And the point that I made is there's always a tie-in. The top of the snow cone looks like how your eye is supposed to be. The point at the bottom is the conical shape that the keratoconus eye gets.
Yeah.
We did not just have snow cones there for show. It was part of
There
the
was
a
lesson.
point. exactly.
There was
Yeah.
a point to it,
Yeah.
but they were delicious, and we have to thank Desai, who is the
Nice.
young entrepreneur that we've formed a bond with now.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, the golf club, the service at the golf club was excellent. We concentrated, we're not golfers. So you came off the the green, and you were greeted with cold, either Banks or Deputy beer in buckets all around the club for your drinking pleasure.
It was a
You were
real
drinking with
Bajan
wa-
kind of
Yes,
afternoon with some
we-
visiting
we-
friends.
We
Yeah.
focused on that, and then we had the silent auction after, which was very interesting, in that the items that we thought would get a lot of attention did it, and some of the ones that You know, there were a lot of men around, so the George Foreman grill got a lot of attention, which was a kind of thanks to courts for the George Foreman grill. But it was fabulous, and we have to thank the Barbados Tourism Marketing Inc., who came on board with us. The Barbados Hotel and Tourism Association was our major sponsor. We had Rubis as a major sponsor with a lovely team. We had Pelican Produce. Chris Gibbs was a major sponsor. We thank them, and all of our other sponsors will thank as time goes on.
I just quickly like to say that at the end of the day, though, what the funds are for,
Yes.
definitely very critical.
We are raising awareness and we're raising funds. We're raising funds because there are children out there until the hospital gets fully equipped. Your eyes don't wait. It is a progressive condition, and we felt very, very strongly that even if it was only 4 or 5 kids to get their surgeries, we actually got them started in the summer before school started. We have to continue with the other eye in the winter, in the Christmas holidays. But at the end of the day, it is it's patient-centered care. So as we're doing all we're doing, we need to ensure that if there are children out there who need the attention now, that they get it now. They can access it through the organization. We have had people reach out to say, well, I can't afford it. Can you help us? We're saying, help us to raise the awareness, help us to raise the funds. We will help you to be able to help your children.
Yeah, you even held a clinic with blind children.
Absolutely.
Yes? We never have enough time, Roseanne.
never
but
have enough time.
I've let you know that you can always come back and let us know about the strides that you're making. I just want Simon, if you could say a little something about, you know, how this, you know, brought the point home to you and what you'd like to see others do maybe to help the organization as well.
Yeah, thank you. No, it was really great. Roseanne, thanks for putting on a great tournament. I think we had a great turnout. Playing with Andy, as I said, that was really, really awesome. And the blind golf with the kids, I think we can all help. They just need someone to see help. Once you play golf, you can help. Just point them in the right direction, and they're happy to go from there. Yeah, show them they can travel the world playing blind golf.
Absolutely, absolutely. Andy certainly doesn't let
Very
it
much so.
stop.
In 2
his
years,
life.
Sorry, go ahead.
prediction, we will take a Barbadian blind child to the Special Olympics, and they will win gold playing golf.
Well said.
2 years.
Well
Give
done.
us 2
Believe in
years.
it. We believe in
We have to
it,
figure it
Roseanne.
out. We have to have the goal.
Yeah.
And believe me, she'll make it
I
happen.
believe that. Trust me, when I reached out to Roseanne, said, yes, of course, I will be there to talk about it. And we thank you for that.
At
huh?
7 o'clock last night. You could call me a little bit earlier. Then I reached out to Simon, who is here. So I really thank you, Simon,
Of
for
course, yeah.
responding.
Thank you for having me.
All right.
And
we've gotta
I
go.
know that we quickly have to go, but I just want to say this. Parents, please look at your children, watch what they're doing, look at how they're reading. If they're really close, get those eyes tested.
Yeah.
Thank
we
you.
gotta run. Thank you.
Thank you
Thanks
so
so
much.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.